You already know what time it is. It's that official time. Where we take this worldwide. Let's go. Listen. So now it's time to turn it up. Surf the radio waves as we begin to burn it up. We all up in your area like landscape. Definitely bringing you the pancakes. It's a mandate that you tune in. It's time to move out so we can move in and recognize that this is no illusion. I'm here to clear the air so that there is no confusion. It all started off in the book of Genesis when Jacob was wrestling with who he thought was his nemesis. And when the man saw he couldn't overpower him, he touched his hip but he really couldn't devour him. And from that point then we hear a name change, rearrange the game, so now we gotta change lanes. So I'm here to let you know it's time to listen to the Pancake and Powerslam Show. Let's go! Turn it up, it's the Pancake and Powerslam. Turn it up, it's the Pancake and Powerslam. Turn it up, it's the Pancake and Powerslam Show. Turn it up, it's the Pancake and Powerslam. Turn it up, it's the Pancake and Powerslam. Turn it up, it's the Pancake and Powerslam Show. Turn it up.
What's up, everybody? Had to hurry up and change the and it's been we're gonna do a quick one this week, short one this week. It's been a chaotic night, so I had to hurry up and change the flyer to to Money in the Bank, and I meant to put Money in the Bank, not Hell in a Cell. So hopefully those things change. Hopefully that changed. I'm not gonna always change it after it goes live. So, I mean, after it records. So no big deal. I meant Money in the Bank. All right, let's get to these Ask Doc questions. It's episode 530. Almost a superhero like Nick Key. We here with PNP. We chilling with the family. Hanging out. Without a doubt. Let's go. Yeah. Still freestyling from the top of the dome. Still freestyling. I'm not alone. Why? Because I'm with the fam. I'm with the family from P and P. It's 530. That's 530. P and P. Let's go. All right, y'all. It's my freestyle for y'all. All right, let's get this. Let's get these questions going. You know, I got to do this PNP for y'all. I was like, what in the world? Oh, I meant to put Money in the Bank. I put Hell in a Cell somehow, but it is what it is. Yes, Ricky, that was my first interview with Shira. Yes, indeed. Double or nothing predictions. Yeah, let's do that. Let's bring up AEW Double or Nothing real quick. Double or Nothing 2022. All right. Let's see here. Look at the lineup here. Hookhausen wins. Jade Cargo wins. Samoa Joe wins the tournament. Tony Storm wins the women's tournament. Thunder Rosa keeps the championships. Oof. Maybe Team Taz wins. Maybe Christian makes a heel turn, which I don't think matters one iota, to be honest, but they've kind of been teasing it a bit, which Christian is fine where he is. I don't see Christian Cage as any type of making any noise as a heel. If he makes a heel turn, that does nothing. It does absolutely nothing. They're so crowded, and Christian Cage as a player coach right now for Jurassic Express is just fine for him. But if they do the heel turn, I think Team Taz win as the heel team for Keith Lee and Strickland to chase the titles. I can see that happening. The baby faces win the Anarchy in the Arena. Death Triangle wins, and the Young Bucks win, and Page or Punk? I guess I'll go Punk. I guess I'll go Punk. Kind of feeling Page though. Kind of feeling that Page is going to win. Kind of feeling that Page is going to win. But I think if they do make that change, it would be Punk. And who does Punk set up for? I said this before. Punk wins, sets up for MJF, and MJF wins the title, and then Wardlow beats MJF for the title. So here it is. Yeah. Ticket for Clash at the Castle will be going to your first ever pay-per-view. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. Thoughts on Texas strategy? What is the solution? You have people. I want to know more into the 18-year-old gunman. You had a 19-year-old, I think 18 or 19-year-old kid, punk kid for the grocery store, all the Buffalo shootings. Then you had another punk kid, for the Texas shootings. I'm like, man, you have a lot of these teenage boys. I really would like to know both of their backstories, because typically a lot of this stuff happens when there's a few reasons why something like this would happen. Like say for instance the Virginia Tech shootings. The guy was he was dealing with vulnerable narcissism. He was picked on. He wanted to get a bunch of adulation, and he was narcissistic. He had narcissistic traits. Very stealth. It wasn't wasn't overt, it was covert. And he had a manifesto type deal. Like he was just really showing himself in a very eerie manner. That was his way to really get back at the world for how the world treated him. So a lot of these mass shootings are um, uh, behavior related or race related. Like the Buffalo shootings was race related. It was a white supremacist. Um, and I want to know a little bit more about the backstory of this guy for um, the Texas shootings. I don't know anything about this guy. So sad. An elementary school, you know, um, a lot of the reports said 14. There was one person I saw said 18. I haven't seen anything about that, but the various ones I saw was 14 kids and one teacher. But man, just maliciously, just callously. Um, there's just so many things that could be influencing that. I mean, someone who's dealing with dissociative traits, someone who's dealing with narcissistic traits, antisocial traits. There could be a few or a little bit or one of something. There's so many different things that could be involved in the reason why this person did what he did. That me as a psychology doctor would like to know a little bit more about his. As a forensic psychology doctor, I would like to know different things. I would be the person who would interview kids at school, at his former school, at his um, what other gatherings he went to. Like I would be interested in, as a forensic psychology doctor, to interview people like that to see how he was, just as a person. Was he a little odd? Did he have eccentric traits? Um, what's the solution? Early detection of the desire to the early detection of someone seeking therapy, seeking Jesus first. Let me be honest with you, but seeking mental health therapy. I would say if you see someone, if you know someone, have a friend or classmate who's really showing some very odd, secluded, eerie, um, kind of recluse, um, not in a way that's very odd and like and just really odd. Um, I would just um suggest that you be unashamedly, you know, um, unashamedly give that person some encouragement to seek therapy. So that would be my suggestion. Um, what's happening with Sasha and Naomi? From a business standpoint, WWE is taking jabs at them already, and uh, yeah, so very sad that they are. Uh, it's just an unfortunate circumstance because the thing is, I don't see again. Like I've talked about this in many shows already. I just don't see Naomi being the person who really stood up, was the one who really like stood up. It just seems like she was just going along with Sasha. And not, that's unfortunate to me because Sasha, she's in movies now and, she's going to have she's going to have acting capabilities and star of show capabilities. She has that celebrity feel to her based on her success in WWE. And without a doubt, she'd be a top star in AEW. making probably just as much money. And Naomi, I think Naomi's the top merch seller. She could be. She should be the top star. She had so much money to offer for WWE as a merch magnet, as just a top star. They really could have done a lot with her, but WWE just showed that they don't really care to, and as a result, they put her where they put her where they put her, and I just don't see it. I just don't see Naomi going anywhere and achieving the success that she did in WWE. Now, granted, the WWE wasn't necessarily success per se, but at the same time, it was still, for me, from what I see, it was still a much better spot than anywhere else that would take her. So I just don't see how this benefits Naomi. I still don't see that. Alexa's new theme doesn't really wow me. Not a big deal. Yes, Chris, praying for the victims, families, and friends. Very, 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 very difficult. Very difficult situation. I was praying for them earlier, and I'm gonna be praying for them as I go to bed as well. Very difficult. All right. PMP Nation, of course, as always, coming through with awesome questions. How's the back? Hope the back is doing good. What's up, Cherie? Back isn't doing very well, unfortunately. Allergies are a pain in yours. Sorry to hear that. Back isn't doing very well. I do have some injections on Thursday that's supposed to be blocking the nerve. So hopefully, after 26 years of dealing with pain and 3 surgeries and 7 stints of rehab, one of those being aquatherapy, um, uh, steroid injections, inversion tables, chiropractic care, comb C, comb psi, et cetera, and infinitum. So many things with my back, and hopefully this does it on Thursday. Hopefully, pray for me. Why does WWE always bury talent before release, and does any other companies do the same, or just WWE? No, not really. WWE wants to make themselves the premier show, the show that they want to maintain their name and their status before allowing other wrestlers to have that clout, so to speak. So that's the way to say, hey, we're still going to beat you. We still are more important than you are as a talent. And so that's the reason why they do what they do. As far as AEW, no, they don't bury their talent. They just keep them off television, and then eventually their contracts drop. Like Stu Grayson, although he was kind of involved in Dark Order, but not really. Didn't do much. Just kind of was out there a lot. Joey Janela. Was it Angelico? That's or maybe it was oh gosh, what's his name? Jack Evans. Maybe Jack. Either Jack Evans or Angelico. They let their contract just kind of sit out. I mean, no. Brian Cage hasn't wrestled since like October or something like that, and in AEW. I talked to him on the phone a few weeks back. Let's see. His last match at AEW. Um, October 6th, lost to Ricky Starks on October the 6th on Rampage. That was his last AEW match. That was 7 months ago. So, interesting. Do I think Riddle going to help Hell in a Cell? So it looks like Money in the Bank is going to be their the main event for them. For Riddle and Reigns stadium event. Reigns isn't supposed to be on Hell in a Cell, is what the rumor is. It's supposed to be on Money in the Bank. I don't see Tim Bernal. I don't see Riddle being a reasonable main event or a suitable main event name for Roman Reigns. I just don't see it. I don't see it. A stadium show in Vegas in the summertime, right before the 4th of July. So you're going to have a lot of tourism in Vegas, 4th of July weekend. Everything just screams big feel. Roman Reigns definitely holds his own, main eventer, head of the table, fits the bill for sure. Riddle as a main eventer for the championship, and we think that Riddle's actually going to be the one who dethrones Roman Reigns after over 600 days as Universal Champion. I don't see it. I'm all in for Reigns versus Orton at SummerSlam. I'm all in for that. But not buying that. Small Joe versus Jay Lethal at Double or Nothing. I suppose that means that Kyle O'Reilly would win, so it'd be Kyle O'Reilly versus Adam Cole at Double or Nothing. I'm not into that. I'm not into that. I can see Jay Lethal making an interference and helping Adam Cole win. I can see that. But I'm not really big into Adam Cole winning the whole thing, honestly. Chris thinks there's going to be a new heavyweight champion. I'd imagine CM Punk. I think Roman's going to lose at Clash the Castle. Yeah, I saw that. Johnny Elite. Both of them debut. Both of them former WWE guys debut in AEW to job to someone. When is the WWE well going to dry up in AEW? It's just, this feels like a second, like a third incarnation of WCW. The second incarnation was TNA for a while because they would always bring former WWE talent in. But I think AEW does it to another level because they have the financial backing to do it too. Now, granted, TNA had Panda Energy for a while, and they were, huge company. But eventually, it was just, the Carters, and then they was working with Billy Corgan, and then they, now they're with Anthem. So they eventually didn't have that much. I mean, the as strong of a financial backing as they did before, in the not in the beginning, but toward the, a few years in, probably the 8, 9, 10, around there. So hey, the cons got the money, but you're just bringing all these people in for what? For what? Uh, I can see MJF in a smosh just to cause Wardlow to still be built up for Double or Nothing. I mean, for um All Out. That'll be another 3 months though. Mm. Well, Wardlow, the stipulation is he doesn't have to be with MJF, so I can see Wardlow winning. And MJF making like keep throwing people his way to like make it difficult for him to be there, and all of a sudden he gets back at MJF at Double or Nothing, or he goes for a title or something like that. I can see that. Could have been a gang initiation. We'll see. I'm definitely looking forward to see what's next. I definitely want to see. It was in the news that the jack wagon in today's tragedy was picked on in school and somewhat of an outcast. See, I knew it. 19 kids and 2 adults is the latest. Goodness. There was one in the church who didn't kill anybody because he got hogtied. Let me check that one out too. How do I feel about the triple threats? Yeah, I knew that was going to happen. It didn't surprise me whatsoever, actually. You know, just to put Becky Lynch in there, yeah, not a surprise. Let me see the church shootings. California. Church parking lot. Gotcha. So that was one last week. Want to execute in cold blood as many people in that room as possible. Wow. Sad. You had a plan. Motivated by hatred for Taiwan. Goodness. Horrible. Such a sad state with the event. I've talked ad nauseum about Sasha and Naomi. Yeah. There's not enough. See, I'm not a big fan of merging NXT championships with women's tag team championships. I would dissolve the women's tag team championships if you don't have enough time. If you don't have enough teams, they're supposed to have a tournament, but dissolve it. Dissolve it if you don't have enough people. Merging it with the NXT championships, like they did that before, and they split them up because they wanted 2 different brands. And I agree with that. You don't want to have NXT have its own brand and then still affiliate with WWE. I know that they bring in WWE people to boost up NXT, but if NXT people win the WWE Tag Team Championships, then they can go on WWE soil for a little bit while they're champs, and then they have to go back to NXT. It's weird. It's odd to me. That doesn't make sense because it takes away the excitement of a draft. It takes away the separateness of NXT. The more NXT becomes an affiliate with WWE, the more it really feels like a developmental territory. So it needs to be its own brand. Now, WWE wrestlers going to NXT, I'm not opposed to that. But NXT, the more you don't want too much bleeding over. You don't want a lot of that. Do I think he'll return as a heel? No, I think he'll go into Roman Reigns at SummerSlam. Mizaki and Jimmy Uso were getting heat for what the Warriors are going through with WWE. No, I I don't think so. I don't think so. Relative of the school. Ugh. Usos becoming undisputed tag team champions. I think if there's anybody, um, to unify or have that type of uh accomplishment, it would be the Usos. They've busted their butts, man. I agree. I'm cool with it. Make it mean something though. Just don't have like random 50-50 singles match losses by either one of them and have them lose against the Street Profits or something like that to set up a tag team match. No, 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 no. Don't do that crap. You beat a team to become number one contender. No, you take the titles then. It just doesn't make sense. Every other, big sport when it comes to a ranking system, you beat people to get to that top notch. So you don't beat the top notch because they're not the top notch anymore. Man. Yes, I've tried a lot of king patches. I did. Producer told Naomi that she's just a good hand. Bruce Pritchard is the one who usually says things about good hand. So I don't know if it's him, but if that's the case, that might have been him, which there you go. Do I think that Edge is going to turn on Damian Priest? Nope. I do not think so. Ugh, I did. I saw it and I said, "Man, what the heck? Like what the heck, dude? Like what the heck, dude?" This is what we've got. This is what we have got. Like this is what we've come to when it comes to pro wrestling. It's such a sensationalist industry now that less is not more anymore. It has to be the sensationalism, the adulation of the crowd to basically breaking your back and burning your foot to get some type of crowd reaction. Like who fire gets more oxygen and it grows. And air is hitting the fire. So it's going to make it grow. You're swinging because you're doing a super kick. It's more air going into the fire. It's going to make it bigger. You ended up having to try to stomp the fire out. That didn't work. And then you tried to hurry up and take your shoe off, but the fire was getting bigger, and so it had to be extinguished. That didn't work out for you very well, man. Not the best idea. Kay's having a re-debut soon. Well, he was in ROH. He came back and competed at ROH, and he was managed by Tully Blanchard. So we'll see how that goes. Electrical cord. What was an electrical cord? Raw has become so unwatchable. Yes. They still seem to get over 1 million views with the same horrible 50-50 booking, and none of it makes sense. I agree with you 100%. I agree with you 100%, Ricky. I do. It's unwatchable. It's I still am not a fan of the 3-hour format. I think 3 hours is too long. I think that's 12 hours of Raw a month. Like you really have to fit in 12 hours. That's the reason why I like the brand split, because you're going to have to put in 20 hours of the same type of WWE television a month. not including the pay-per-views. So like 23 hours. That's too much. That's too much. Keep the splits. Give us 2 hours of Raw, 2 hours of SmackDown. 3 hours of Raw is just a horrible idea. And people are seeing it because the numbers are dropping. I mean, they're at 1.5 million. 1.5 million views, y'all. How embarrassing is that based on the past 25 years of WWE television? How embarrassing is that, man? Only about 1.5 million to 1.6 million or so, 7, maybe 8 on a good week. Starting to become a rare occasion, unfortunately. It was a hate crime. You're probably right. Yep. Brand split is ending. No, actually, the rumors are Fox wants exclusivity. So they want the people to be just there. Some of the segments on Raw go so long. Some programs aren't on TV. Yeah, because they're trying to stretch all that daggone they're trying to stretch that 3 hours. Can identify 10 Zara Flores? His mom seen him date about 2 hours before the show even happens. The award assembly it was an award assembly. Oh, so sad. Thoughts on Ric Flair one last match and how the rumor Hawkeye runs the player since Steamboat turned down. Yeah, so I heard of that. It's all about the money. It's all about the money. Although I heard Ric Flair said it wasn't about the money, it's about the passion or the glory or something like that. So can't stay out the limelight. Neither of them can. So, man, that'll be tough. That's gonna be tough to watch. Stephanie McMahon recently took a leave of absence WWE. Good for her. She take care of her family. Heard me and Riso talk about Sammy going for the titles. What do you think? Making them mixed tag titles instead of women's titles? No, it'll be irrelevant within a couple weeks. Looked like he botched trying to light his foot. You can see what they used at the. You can see that's what they used at church shooting. Gotcha. Ugh, this breaking news with Cody stuff is terrible. Let's Go Cord was used at the church shooting. Okay. According to rumors, Hogan may be coming out of retirement. So we shall see. All right, y'all. I need to relax a little bit, unwind a bit, because this day was hectic. And I need to unwind and relax. But it's always fun. Just like that. Time just went by that quick. How about that, man? How about that? How about that? This is an original beat by me, actually. It's an original beat of mine. Thank you, Chris. Hey, DJ Prolific original beat. Yeah. Hey, have a good weekend. Have a good weekend. Cherie, you relax, man. It's painless time here. Good night, Ricky. Yeah. Hey, original beat made by me. Have a good evening. Bye bye. See you later. See you later. See